What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Friday evening. Right now, we've got our 2024-25 Panini Prizm Premier League Soccer 3-box number 10 random teams. I'm going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group, get everybody tagged, and we will go ahead and get started. All right, got all the tags in there. Let's go ahead and get the names and teams randomed here. Got the names here first. 20 entries. Anthony on top, Way on the bottom. Going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 9, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Anthony on top, Joe on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and get this reflected onto your screens. There we go. Then we got the teams here. Arsenal on top, Wolverhampton on the bottom. Once again, 20 entries. Going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 6, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tottenham on top, Bournemouth on the bottom. Going to go ahead and get this reflected on your screens. Get the trade timer started. There we go. 3 minutes on the clock. Starting now. While that trade timer is ticking, I'm going to go ahead and get our verification codes copied and pasted into our chats. There we go. Verification codes have been posted with just about 2.5 minutes left on the trade timer. Steve throwing both of his teams up for trade. Just about 1.5 minutes left on the trade timer. After this, we have our last big rig box break coming up. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Seeing no trades. Those are going to be everybody's teams. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Empty box there. Got a Christian Romero here on the orange for Tottenham. Nice Mikey Moore there on the rookie to start us off. We got our first auto of the break here. It'll be Dwight McNeil for Everton. That one's going to be 1 out of 25. Really nice bookend there. Going over to Alex. There you go, Alex. Congrats on that. One out of 25. We got Jared Branthwaite there on the orange. Nice Jamie Vardy there for Leicester. And we got a Hunmin Song here for Tottenham on the blue. That one going to be 207 out of 299. We got a nice Jens Cahuste there for Ipswich on the checkerboard. Got a nice Mark Flecken here for Brentford. That one going to be 32 out of 49. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into the other half of box number 1. Got a nice Sammy Zamotish here for Ipswich. Got a Moises Caicedo here for Chelsea on the red. That one going to be 170 out of 199. Happy Friday, Alex. Alex, you did. You hit a 1 out of 25 auto so far, my friend. Then we got Kyle Walker there for Man City on the purple. It does not feel like Friday. I don't know why, at least to me. It feels like a Wednesday. I'm surprised I haven't started one of my streams saying Happy Wednesday yet. But I had to buy a new car yesterday, so I spent all day inside doing that. So I think it just doesn't feel like Thursday happened. Just a couple more packs out of box number 1. Hopefully, the rest of these packs in this break are all facing the same direction. We've got about a 50-50 luck out of this case on whether or not they're facing like this box has been or if they're all facing the same direction without needing to be constantly flipped. Jean-Paul Van Hank here for Brighton and Hove on the blue. That one going to be 140 out of 299. And we got James Madison here going over to Tottenham. Got a nice Daniel Munoz there on the orange for Crystal Palace. Got a Jarrell Quansah here for Liverpool on the red. That one going to be 168 out of 199. Nice little color match there. All right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into box number 2, then into box number 3, then into Big Rig. If anybody is here waiting for Big Rig, that will be after this break. Looking for another auto in this box as well. Empty box, hoping for a color blast. Okay. Seeing that, unfortunately, means that these packs will also be flipped every which way. Just like the last box. Got a nice Bart here. Going over to Brighton and Hove. And we got our auto here, going to be a Jolion Lescott. Going over to Everton and Alex. There you go, Alex. 2 back-to-back autos for Everton. Congrats on both of those. Having some killer luck so far. You got Bernard Leo there for Fulham behind that. Got a Issa Diop here for Fulham. That one could be 162 out of 299. And we got a really nice Ethan Nwarni here for Arsenal. Got a nice Jared Bowen there for West Ham. And Rodri for Man City. Got a Jesper Lindstrom here for Everton. 5 out of 35. Nice one again for Everton. Everton having themselves a break so far. All right, let me move this base out of the way. We'll hop into the second half of box number 2. What's up, Preston? How are you doing today? Got a Lucas Paqueta here Going over to West Ham. Well, at least you're still hanging out, right? That's still fun. Appreciate you coming in and saying hello. Don't worry, we'll have plenty of more soccer breaks. I think this was the last we currently have of this particular product. We'll never stop doing fun soccer breaks. We love our soccer guys. Got Michael Golding there for Leicester on the red. That one going to be 146 out of 199. We got a Jack Hinchelwood there for Brighton and Hove. All right, we got a couple more packs in this box. Let me hop into our last box where we'll be chasing one more auto. Nothing for Chelsea yet. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Got a nice Virgil van Dijk here for Liverpool. That one going to be 13 out of 92. Going over to Alex. There you go, Alex. Congrats on that. Nathan Collins there. Sasa Lukic here for Fulham. Nice fractal there as well. And last pack for box number 2 here. Malo Gusto here for Chelsea. That one going to be 4 out of 299. A nice little color match there. We got Toby Collier there. All right, let me get this base moved over. I'll hop into our third and final box for this break. Looking for one more auto. Empty box there. Okay, it looks like all 3 of our boxes for this break are going to have these flipped back and forth. Not a problem. Nice Archie Gray rookie for Tottenham. And Mark Flaken here. Going over to Brentford. And we got our third auto. Guglielmo Vicario there for Tottenham Hotspur. Going over to Anthony Tomasello. There you go, Anthony. Third auto of the break. That one's coming to you. Congrats on that. We got a nice Nicholas Jackson there for Chelsea on the checkerboard. Nice Kai Havertz there. Dang. Got another Guglielmo Vicario there for Tottenham to go with that auto. That one going to be a 59 out of 199. Two packs left for the first half of this box. Nice Marcus Rashford there. And Lucas Paqueta here for West Ham United on the purple. Got a Leaf Davis here for Ipswich. That one going to be 34 out of 49. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into our last half of this box. Good luck, everybody. Got a Jefferson Lerma here for Crystal Palace. Mikey Moore, rookie there for Tottenham. And we got an Iliman India there for Everton on the blue. That one going to be 230 out of 299. Okay, sounds good, Alex. Let me write that down. Thank you for doing that. Got that noted down, so I'll let our shipping team know. Three packs remain. Got a Lucas Digne here for Aston Villa. 49 out of 75. Nice Bukayo Saka there. Then we got a Jorgen Strand Larson here on the checkerboard for Wolverhampton. All right, last pack. Good luck, everybody. We got a Mohamed Salah. Nice Mo Salah there for Liverpool. That one going to be 105 out of 299. Mickey Van de Ven there. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into our recap, then into our big rig box. Here we go. Lucas Digne there for Aston Villa out of 75. Leif Davis for Ipswich out of 49. Guglielmo Vicario on the auto for Tottenham. Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool out of 92. Jesper Lindstrom there for Everton out of 35. Jalen Lescott there on the auto for Everton. Mark Flaken there for Brentford out of 49. And we finish off with the 1 out of 25 Dwight McNeil penmanship auto for Everton. All right, that's going to do it for this break. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on with me. Hope you have a wonderful evening. We'll see you in the